Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Ross got back, so welcome back to the channel.
Afternoon, Daniel.
Afternoon, Scott. How are you?
I'm all right. From a fairly miserable bank holiday Monday. But yeah, I'm all right. Good talk.
I know it's been quite nice weather today. It just turned a bit cloudy for Bangkok. Makes a nice change.
Not been as nice up here in Lincolnshire, that's for sure.
I can imagine. I mean, going into Burnley. What's your thoughts on the Man United game?
Yeah, it was frustrating, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling overly optimistic. I think I did put a 2-1 Forest prediction in just to be ultra optimistic. But yeah, 2-0 up, absolute madness in 5 minutes, and then just felt a bit of inevitability that they'd come back and probably win. But I was pleased with how they played. I thought they did. I thought they played pretty well. Scored 2 goals away from home. Just a bit of a shame how it went a little bit controversial with some of the decisions.
Yeah, I think the FA and how we have got to look at it now because there've been so many red cards, especially we had one on Saturday, and some of the decisions that are being made, you look at it and think, wow, what's happening?
Yeah, I suppose they're just. I mean, obviously it comes down to opinions and things, but I thought the ref probably just about got them both right, just about. But I don't think the crowd obviously would have helped. But what's interesting is that since that, I think there's been about 3 or 4 different referee opinions on it, and nobody's called it the same. So you can see where the inconsistency lies when people are saying it was a penalty and it was a sending off, and other people are saying absolutely no, it wasn't. So it just goes to show you, yeah, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I seen the Van Dijk sending off yesterday. I was saying we were always saying before we did this, and I said I would cut bits and pieces. And when I seen the Van Dijk sending off, I thought I'm glad they did that because they were obviously we were all sending off. I said I'm glad they sent Van Dijk off for that because I think if they wouldn't have sent him off, there would have been more of a upward than if they didn't send him off. If they did send him off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I think you're right. It was kind of at least it gave a little bit more comfort that Van Dijk got sent off. But Trent should have been sent off for 2 booker balls if they're going to follow it. That first one for throwing the ball away when he was fouled and the referee didn't give it, so you could kind of see why he was frustrated. But then he's kind of put his arm over Anthony. He should have been sent off. Nobody wants to see people sent off. But yeah, it's all over the place, isn't it? Let's face it.
Yeah, definitely. I've got our screen fan coming round, guys. So if you can hear something, it's a screen fan. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, going into Wednesday now, that Burnley game in the top. I mean, would you still treat it like a Premier League game even though it's in the top, or would you keep it as the same, or would you give some of the other guys a one out? I mean, how would you go about it?
Well, I think obviously on the back of last year, the cup run was really important. To get to the semis was a big achievement, and I don't think Steve Cooper will approach it any differently this season. I wouldn't have thought. Obviously, Burnley is not ideal in the first tie. Probably could have done with someone a bit lower down the leagues. So it feels like it's going to be a bit of feeling each other out before they play each other, in a month's time. So I'm sure that both sides won't want to play all the kind of hand. So I would expect that some of the players on the periphery will get a chance, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing, to be honest. Obviously, we've got the fullback who's come in and joined, and Santos from Chelsea, he's come in. And then Brandon Aguilera, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing, what progress he's made. So I would fully expect there to be changes. But Steve Cooper he'll want to win the match.
All day long, to be fair. I'm quite looking forward to seeing the fullback. I mean, and I read those about it, especially with. Well, we have to make one enforced change anyway. With I mean, would you go to a back four? Would you keep these try to test it back three? I mean, I know I keep on asking everyone this, but would you keep things that working the same?
I think in an ideal world they probably would, but
Mm.
I guess with Joe Worrell sending off, it's probably just going to reduce a few options. Whether near Carte, whether we might give him, an hour to see whether he's up to it. I'm not sure whether I'd risk him. Same with Felipe. Um, so I don't know kind of who that leaves us with, to be honest, to do a three unless he plays Aurier as part of a three. But I'm kind of thinking he'll probably go with the two. I would suspect with McKenna and I don't know at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely. I completely see where you're coming from, and I mean Burnley, as we know, that they can play some really good, expansive football with Fit Company in charge. Not the Burnley that we do know over the last decade or so, with that being there. I mean, would you expect anything different from Burnley?
I don't think so. I think they'll be coming to Forest. They've not had a great start, and they'll want to kickstart the season with a win. And I think just for that psychological boost to try and pick something up. I think they probably played okay the first few matches. They've had it rough. So yeah, I would expect that. Yeah, it's that opportunity for them to just kind of get them thinking a little bit more upbeat about games coming up. And I think if they give good account of themselves against Forest on Wednesday, then they'll be looking ahead to the league match in September.
So I took myself and meet them with the ice cream fan. But yeah,
Is he doing laps round your house, Dan? Is
I
that
think so.
okay?
I think he's trying to tell me something. um, but yeah, I mean, what sort of score prediction do you think?
I reckon. I don't know. I'm going to go for 3-2 Forest, entertaining cup game, and see if we can have some fun and pick up a win and get through to the next round.
I do agree. I think that reasonable to be fair. I think I might even have to ice cream man this prediction.
You might as well.
But, they were saying about your socials.
Yeah, you can follow me on Munich and Madrid. I've actually just wrote an article for the first time in a long time, which is up on the site. So yeah, give me a follow.
Oh, nice. There have been a bit of news just came out here. Thought I'd try and grab your thoughts on it, but Greenfields have just announcing statement that they have received false offer or given the green light.
Marvelous, good. I was
Yeah,
a little bit concerned that one might might wobble a bit, but yeah, fingers crossed it'll be a good sign, and then yeah, kind of an exciting week. Let's see what kind of comes through the door.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, thank you for coming on as per usual.
No worries, mate. All right, I'll leave you to get that ice cream.
Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye. And yeah, I'd Nottingham too late. And that's it. Thank you, and goodbye.
Get out there, mate.